Hi folks, so Willin by Little Feat, I think it was first released in 72, something around there, long time ago. Covered by everybody from Linda Ronstadt to Tom Petty. Little Feat I think were one of the favourite bands of Jimmy Page. Kind of classed as a bit of a cult band. Great stuff, sort of like early stuff's kind of got a bit of a country feel to it. Later stuff's more of a sort of like rock and roll type vibe to it as well. Again, rock and roll sort of music kind of covers as a bit of a catch-all, isn't it? It's a bit of a get out. But anyway, Lowell George is the chap that wrote it. He used to actually play with Frank Zappa in the Mothers of Invention, and he was fired from the Mothers of Invention. Frank Zappa fired him. According to Lowell George, when he played him this song, I think it was according to him, it was about the drug references in the chorus: weed, whites, and wine. Whites being amphetamines. Not very healthy for you. It's one of those that kind of sticks into your head, and I think maybe the open tuning on that has something to do with that. I think it's quite a particular sound to it, and it's just a lovely cadence, the way that it just goes down through the chords in the scale, which I'll explain in a minute. So first of all, we're in open G. Our low E strings drop to a D. A string has been dropped to a G. Then we've got our D, G and B as normal, and our high E string has also been dropped to a D. The chord shapes we're using is basically the scale. So we've got G is the one chord, the two chord would be A minor, and what we're playing here is actually an A minor 7. So B minor 7 is the 3 chord, or B minor is the 3 chord, so we're using that minor 7 shape. In all of these chord shapes, the G string remains open the whole time, so it gives you a drone all the way through it, which I think is really nice. We've got a C there, D, it's the 4 and 5 chord. 6th chord is E minor, but again we're using a 7 shape, although I'm not convinced it is a 7 anymore because of where it is. And then we've got an F sharp diminished, and then back to G. So it's all done in 2 chord shapes apart from 1 chord, so the diminished chord's slightly different, but it's just ever so slightly different. So the minor shape is going to be first finger on the B string on the 1st fret, and then 2nd finger and ring finger on the A and D strings, or G and D strings now. 4th and 5th strings, you call it that way. So that's one shape. I'll put up the chord charts up here for you as well, so you can see what's going on. The B minor, same shape. Then we come to the major, and what we've basically done there is moved it up a fret from B to C, and the 3rd, which is on the B string, has been raised from minor to major. So it's also now on the 5th fret. So all fingers are on the 5th fret, and I'm holding down the 5th string, 4th string, and 2nd string. So that's our C major. Slide it up 2 frets, we get a D major. Another 2 frets, and drop that B string down a fret again, so back to the minor shape. We get our E minor, then comes this F sharp diminished. So what I'm doing here is on the 5th string, or was the A string, I'm on the 11th fret. On the D string, or 4th string, I'm on the 12th fret, and on the B string, or 2nd string, I'm on the 10th fret. And that's your sharp diminished. F sharp diminished chord, and then we're back to G, but we could just bar the whole thing, but to keep that drone string running all the time, we're using this chord shape. Now the way that Little Feat play it, these chords, they're using The guitarist Paul Barry plays with a slide on his pinky, so that kind of uses up fingers. So the way he plays it is either it's like a 2-finger chord rather than a 3-finger chord. I'm not 100% sure which way around it is, which string he drops out, but it's either the A or D string is dropped out and probably muted. But I'm not using a slide, so I'll play the full chord because I think it sounds nice. Works for me anyway. So. One chord, 2 chord, 3 chord, 4 chord, 5 chord, 6 chord, 7 chord, back to the 1 chord. So we start off with I think the way I started there was I plucked the G string on the harmonic, what was the A string, the 5th string, which is now a G. And then hit the harmonic here on the B string on the 12th fret as well. I kind of do that as a strum. And then go straight into that F sharp diminished. And then down to the E minor. And then to the D and C. So it's just one hit on the D and then move it down to the C. And then open, which is the G chord. So on this one, what I'm doing here for this slide, I'm only using the 2 fingers. Sliding it up from the A minor position to the B minor position and back down again. It's quite a slow song as well, so I mean you don't rush through it. So that's the verse. Then we come to the chorus section. This time we're going to use a slightly different chord shape. We're going to bar the whole fret on the 5th fret. So that's our C again. So G, A, B, C. Up to a D. So up to the 7th fret, full bar. Open. Then we're using those same chords we used to do that slide. I'm going to take that up to so the A minor shape to the B minor shape to the C shape. Driven the back roads so I wouldn't get weird. The version that I saw was them playing it live, and my god, do they milk it? Or did they milk it, I should say. So from that C, what he does is he drops the A string down, or the G string, down from the 5th to the 4th, back up, and then steps it up. So 5, 4, 5, 6, and then play the D chord at the 7th fret, and then just lets that hang, gets the audience on board, and goes into the line that everybody knows me. Weeds, white, and wine. So it's C, B minor, A minor, G. Just a nice little run down the scale. And then come to this chord here, which 2nd fret on the 5th string, 2nd fret on the 3rd string, 3rd fret on the 2nd string. And and that's a D5 chord, D add 5 or D power chord. Back to open, and then putting that same little slide again. Sounds really cool. At any point through, if you feel like it, you can miss out. Instead of playing the G chord up here, just do it like we did in the intro. Just pluck the root note, which is going to be the harmonic on the 12th fret of the 5th string, and then hit the harmonics on the higher strings. And that replaces a chord, so your first move after that would be into the F sharp diminished chord. So anyway, these chords I think all sound lovely with that open G string in there the whole time, ringing through, sort of creating a drone. Sort of adds a real kind of feel to the song. Yeah, really nice tuning, really nice chords. It all sounds lovely to me. I really like it. Anyway, I shall leave it at that. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you get something out of it. And in the next video I will map out a few chords and scales and stuff to play in Open G that you can play around with. And at some point I might even start mapping out triads and chord shapes and stuff like that for it. But they'll go in shorts. So anyway, thanks for watching, folks. Enjoy. Bye bye.